In 1993, three engineers shared a radical belief that graphics and accelerated computing were destined to change the world. At the time, this was far from obvious. Computers were sluggish, graphics were primitive, and the tech industry was obsessed with CPUs. But out of this conviction, a new company was born, Nvidia. Its mission was to build a future where GPUs, or graphics processing units, would play a role far bigger than anyone could imagine. The early years were a gamble. Nvidia had little money and even less recognition, but it was fueled by pure ambition. The founders worked tirelessly, pouring everything they had into designing a chip that could revolutionize how computers handled visual information. In 1999, their breakthrough arrived. Nvidia launched the GeForce 2, a product that would go down in history as the world's very first GPU. This wasn't just a chip that displayed images. It was a powerhouse that performed complex calculations, completely transforming the world of gaming and 3D graphics. This was the moment Nvidia proved that GPUs weren't just accessories, they were the very future of computing. But for Nvidia, this was only the beginning. While competitors were content selling graphics cards to gamers, Nvidia's vision stretched much further. They were already exploring how GPUs could reshape entire industries, from science and medicine to research and, eventually, artificial intelligence. This forward thinking led to another game-changing invention in 2006. CUDA. CUDA was a parallel computing platform and programming model that unlocked the true power of the GPU, allowing it to be used for general-purpose computing. Suddenly, researchers could train complex neural networks and run massive scientific simulations at speeds that were previously unimaginable. With CUDA, Nvidia didn't just follow the future. They built the highway to it. So when the world finally woke up to the potential of artificial intelligence, Nvidia was already years ahead of the curve, fully prepared for the explosion in demand. Every major breakthrough in AI, from natural language processing to computer vision, required an immense amount of computational power, and Nvidia's GPUs were there to deliver it. Tech giants, innovative startups, universities, and governments all turned to Nvidia to power their ambitions. Data centers across the globe filled up with Nvidia chips, the world's most advanced supercomputers, tackling everything from climate change to medical discoveries, relied on Nvidia's technology. The most significant advances in deep learning were made possible because Nvidia provided the essential processing power. But Nvidia didn't stop at just making chips. The company evolved, building entire AI computing platforms. It developed the infrastructure for autonomous vehicles, advanced robotics, and sophisticated cloud systems. It expanded into high-performance networking and created digital twins for industrial simulation. Nvidia was no longer just a hardware company selling devices. It was selling the raw computational power needed to accelerate human progress across every conceivable sector: healthcare, finance, energy, and entertainment. In essence, Nvidia had become the invisible backbone supporting nearly every modern technological revolution. As the world watched, Nvidia's values skyrocketed. Investors finally understood that Nvidia was just a participant in the AI boom. It was the engine powering it. As the demand for AI hardware exploded, Nvidia's growth became legendary, reaching a market valuation that once seemed impossible. The company dominated the gaming GPU market, controlled the high-end AI chip market, and powered the most advanced supercomputers on the planet. Nvidia wasn't just financially successful, it had become one of the most influential and important companies in the world. But with great success came great challenges. The company faced intense scrutiny, navigating export restrictions, fierce global competition, and immense supply chain pressures. Yet, through it all, Nvidia kept its eyes on the horizon. It didn't waste energy protecting old markets. Instead, it focused on inventing new ones. The company continued to pour billions into research and development, investing in next-generation AI robotics and computing platforms designed not for the last decade, but for the next one. Today, Nvidia stands as a testament to what a company can achieve when it redefines the limits of technology. From a small startup with an uncertain future to a global powerhouse shaping the very fabric of artificial intelligence, its rise was no accident. Nvidia succeeded because it saw boundless potential where others saw only limitations. It took bold, visionary risks that seemed unrealistic at the time but ultimately proved to be prophetic. Nvidia's incredible journey teaches us a powerful lesson about innovation. It's not about following trends, it's about creating them. From gaming to data centers, from Hollywood special effects to life-saving supercomputers, Nvidia built a world where GPUs are essential to almost everything modern technology relies on. And as the age of AI continues to unfold, Nvidia remains at the very center of it all. Not because it got lucky, but because it had the audacity to build the future before the world even knew it needed it. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.